The situation in Somalia is growing more dire by the day. The British government now says 400,000 children are at risk of starving. Earlier today, I spoke with Cassandra Nelson from Mercy Corps, an American-based aid group. She's in Kenya after visiting refugee camps in Mogadishu. I asked her about a new threat, the outbreak of disease.
The living conditions are just absolutely terrible for these people. They don't have access to clean water. They don't have access to any kind of sanitation facilities or toilets. And what that has created is an absolute health crisis. I was in the hospitals and I saw them completely overrun. And in the 45-minute period I was there, I actually saw 3 children die that had cholera. So that is a huge crisis. And the other major issue that we're very concerned about is measles. The conditions in the camps, because it's so crowded, is really a huge incubator for measles because it's such a highly infectious and contagious disease. And the situation, to be honest, in the hospitals isn't much better. You know, these children that are lying on these tables all getting IVs, they're also not being separated from children who have measles or other diseases, cholera. And so the disease is so easily transferred from one to the next.
Cassandra, I understand that you sent us some photographs of your trip to Mogadishu, and I wonder, in your mind's eye, could you describe what those photographs show?
To me, honestly, they show a suffering that I never imagined could exist. And I've been a humanitarian aid worker in disasters for almost a decade. My experience there and the pictures and the video that I was able to take there just are, to me, a picture of tremendous suffering, and yet people that are so dignified and so resilient. It's amazing when I would speak to parents whose children were visibly dying in the hospital, and that they had the most grace and poise under circumstances that I don't think anyone can even begin to imagine.
Cassandra Nelson of Mercy Corps, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kenya's agriculture minister urged the UN today to give the region seeds and plans for irrigation systems so they don't see famine every 2 years.